Welcome back guys. Today in this tutorial I will show you guys how to create a working drop down menu in Adobe XD. You can create a drop down menu with different method. I use states in this method, which is the easiest way to create a drop down menu. Alright guys, let's get started. I will draw a rectangle in here and let's make the corners as rounded corners. And we don't need a border for this rectangle, and I will apply a darker tone for the fill color. Okay, let's place a text label for this rectangle. I'm just going to type option 1. All right, so I'm going to place it in here. Okay, I will also change the text color to a lighter tone, which will be visible. Let's also create the icon, drop down icon, which is real simple. I will go into the ellipse and select the ellipse and draw a circle in here. To draw a circle, you need to hold the shift key, and for this one also let's place it in here first. And for this one we don't need border, and fill color I will change it to a different tone, maybe darker one, something like this. All right, okay, this look nice. Now let's draw the arrow key. For that I'm going to use the lines. I will place a line like this in here and change the line color to maybe a red color, something like this. Yeah, this look fine. All right, and let's bring the thickness to 4, and I will make the corners as rounded corners. And I'll make a copy, Ctrl C, and paste it on top, Ctrl V, and select the copied line, and let's go in here and mirror it, and let's place it here and select both of them, and let's bring the thickness a bit bigger and select both of them, make as a group, Ctrl G, and make it smaller. Okay, so we have our icon already. Let's place it here. I think this is okay. All right, okay, so this look fine. The next thing, let's draw the open state, which is going to be how the menu is going to look when it's open. Just a rectangle in here. I will make the same size as the rectangle and also the corners as rounded corners. Its design is up to you guys. Don't worry too much on the design for this example. I will bring this behind this drop down icon, and I will make this color also as a darker tone, and we don't need border for this design. Okay, now I will copy other two text options, alt drag, and just place it here. I will make this one as option 2, and I will copy one more, alt and drag, and for this I'm going to name as number 3. Okay, so now, and I will also draw some separation lines in here, just a line, and I will make this line as a dotted line, just adding a dash and the gap. Okay, so up to you guys. I'm just applying some random design in here. I will also make the corners as rounded corners, and I will make one more copy, alt drag, and place it in here, and let's arrange everything nicely. Looks good. Okay, so our base design is done. Now select everything and go to the component and create a new component, and I will rename this component as drop down. You can rename anything you want. Okay, so now we have created the component, and this next step is creating the states. So once you create the component, go into states and create a new state, and I'm going to name this state as open. Okay, this is just a temporary one. Okay, let's create one more, and for this one I'm going to name this option 1. All right, and I will create one more, and this one I'm going to name as option 2, and third one option 3. Okay, so we have 4 stages including the open and the default stage, and we need to create 3 more stages. Let's create those stages. First one I'm going to create is plus new stage, option 1 and open. All right, option 1 hyphen open, and same like this, one more, option 2 open, I will type here option 2 open, and the last one is going to be option 3 open. All right, so we have created all the necessary stages, but all stages at the moment look the same. All we need to do is go and edit each of these states. So let's start from option 1. Select the option 1 and double click the component, and this is the selected stage. So I will bring this rectangle to the top like this. You can hold the shift key and move it towards y-axis so that the x position will not change. So just the shift key, you can see the x position, it's not changing. All right, so let's place it in here. Now select the rectangle and bring the opacity to 0. And for now, I will bring these texts to the top like this in here, but we need to place them same as the active text. But for now, let's place it in here and bring the opacity to 0. Now select this option 2 state, and in here also, let's do the same. Bring it here, make it 0 opacity, and also bring the text to the top for now. And again, text opacity to 0. All right, so one more time to the option 3, do the same. Bring it to top, make it 0 opacity, and the text also bring it to the top and make it 0 opacity. All right. Now go to the option 2 and select the label and change this to option 2. Again, go in here, select the option 3 and select this active label to option 3. Alright, so now we have option 1 which is showing option 1, option 2 which is showing option 2, and option 3 which is showing option 3 in here. Now all three options when it's selected are done. So we need to link all three options to when it open, which we already created earlier. So let's do that. Let's go to prototyping mode. Let's select the open state. Sorry, select the option 1. Select the option 1 and go to the prototyping mode. And select this button, drop down button in here in the option 1 and create a new interaction, trigger as tap and the animation auto animation. And the drop down menu, choose the open one, and same again, select the option 2, create a new interaction for the drop down icon, leave everything same, and the destination select as open 2, option 2 open. Select the third stage in here, again go to the option 3 open, this one in here. Okay, so our interactions are done for the buttons which will open up the bar. Now we need to select the options and link them to the closed ones. Okay, so let's do it. Now go to the option 1 open and select the option 2 in here, create a new interaction, leave everything same and choose option 2. And for this one, create a new interaction by pressing on this button and create the option 3. Again, go back in here, select option 2. For this one, obviously, select the option 1, and for this one, option 3. One more set, go back in here, select the open 3 and select option 1, create new interaction, and the destination is going to be option 1, and for this one, create a new interaction, and the destination is option 2. Okay, so our interaction, everything is completed. Before we animate, one thing we need to do is select the rectangle and draw a rectangle in here. Only select the bottom portion and make it as a cornered rectangle, same design as the original design. You can just hide the fill color for now to fit in, and just cover only the open portion below, so that the top portion which we don't want to see will be hidden. I think you guys already know what I'm going to do. Now make it as a fill, select everything, right click, make as a clipping mask with shape in XD. So what you're going to see is only inside this rectangle. Alright, so let's play our animation and see how it will work. When we open in here, option 1 select, it's working fine, option 2 working fine, and option 3 working fine. Yes, so all of them looks good. Cool. So we have our component ready, but there is nothing has been selected. There is no data. So let's create some data. So let's close this in here. I'm just going to draw a rectangle in here, and just a rectangle same size as this top rectangle. And in here I will place some text also. Before that, I will change the color of this rectangle. I will place some text and also a heading so that we will know which rectangle, which selection is which. I'm just going to say option 1 selection in here. Now I'm going to cut this rectangle and text and open the component, and I'm going to place it inside the option 1 state in here. Again, copy the rectangle and text, click outside, select the option 2 and double click, and now Control V, which will paste inside the option 2, and just change the text on top to option 2 so we will know which selection is which. Okay, so now play our animation and see. If we select option 1, you can see the bottom rectangle. Option 2, you can see the option 2. Option 3, there is nothing here because we never copy anything for option 3. You guys can copy and design for option 3. And that's all for this example, guys. So hope you guys learned something new from today's tutorial. And thank you for watching. See you guys in the next tutorial.